Welcome, Scorpio, to your weekly reading. This is for the 15th to the 22nd of September. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Scorpio, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We will then look at your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Scorpio, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with Knight of Cups and the Chariot, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, my dear Scorpios, what a wonderful way to begin the week. We see that this week starts off on such a positive note. With this Knight of Cups energy coming through, I feel that you're going to be offered something, my dear Scorpios, that is going to be so exciting for you. This offer that is coming through, of course, is going to be very personal to you, but it's the kind of thing as a job offer or getting a promotion at work or landing a really big contract in your business, or your significant other coming in and saying, Scorpio, come on, let's move in together. Let's go and find a new apartment that's just mine and yours. This could be, my dearest Scorpios, that a friend phones you up and says, Scorpio, you know what? I have been longing to travel to this particular country, and I've come into some money, and I want to invite you to come with me because there's nobody that I'd like to do this with other than you. So I see a really wonderful, exciting energy coming in, and with the Chariot, my dear Scorpios, you are going to say yes within seconds. That's how good this is. We see you charging forward with this Chariot energy, which tells us you're all in, you're committed, you know you're doing the right thing, and it's full steam ahead. So as I said, what a great way to start the week. Moving on now, and let's look at your possible challenges, and we have 10 of Wands and the Moon. Now, my dear Scorpios, what I'm seeing here is that some of my Scorpios have been persevering and really working on something for the longest time. This could be a project at work. This could be one of your relationships, could be a family relationship, a friendship that has been going through a rough time, and you've been putting a lot of time and energy into the relationship. It could be, my dear Scorpios, you're trying to get your own business off the ground, but it has not been easy. 10 of Wands tells us it's been a lot of ups and downs, carrying a heavy burden. But the wonderful thing is you do not have far to go, and all this heavy energy is going to be released. Now, my dear Scorpios, because the moon is coming through here, as you've just got that small section to go through. Now, 10 is a completion number, so we know this heavy energy is coming to an end. This last lap, that space just before the finish line, some of my Scorpios could go into this moon energy, which could be, this is too much, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm going to give up. I'm going to just drop what I'm doing. I'm going to give up on my business. I'm going to give up on this relationship. It's just too hard, and it's been going on for too long. Your challenge is to recognize this if it starts to creep in. You are just about there. Do not give up before the finish line, my dear Scorpios. You have not got long to go. This for me is a week or two maximum, and it's going to come to an end. Right, now let us see what Spirit would like to share with you, and we've got 8 of Wands and Hanged Man. Now, my dear Scorpios, Spirit has a very interesting message here for you. If you have been in Hanged Man's energy, and this is telling me that there could be something in your life that has just not progressed or not moved, and it could very well be connected to Ten of Wands. But it's this energy of nothing's moving, nothing's progressing. So for example, if you have been really wanting to meet somebody romantically, and remember Scorpio, it doesn't matter what age you are, love is love, and you have put yourself out there, and no matter what you've done, and no matter what effort you have made, nothing has happened. If you, my dear Scorpios, have been looking for an apartment, and you've been going to see actual apartments, and nothing suitable comes up, this is just because you have been in Hanged Man's energy, and this is the energy of God's waiting room. Now, because it's coming through here, Spirit is telling us so beautifully that the timing was not right. You had to be in this position for some time. Because believe it or not, my dear Scorpios, when we are in Hanged Man energy, we think about the things we really want. We think about the things that we don't want in our life anymore. We get more clear on our picture. We learn more about ourselves. We learn how much grit we have, how much perseverance we have. We learn about other people around us. And Spirit is saying the time for Hanged Man energy was really a learning experience. But now it's over. And now you are going to be entering into Eight of Wands. Now this is exactly the opposite of Hanged Man energy. Eight of Wands is speaking to us of fast-moving energy, which we picked up with the Chariot. Things are going to start happening, Scorpio, one after the other, and this could be in many areas of your life. So as energy picks up, you will see it affecting other areas of your life, and things are going to start moving and happening in wonderful, positive ways. Remember, you are not here just randomly. You learned a lot, even if you don't realize it. Your picture of what you want to bring in is crystal clear now. And now Spirit is saying, you're ready to go out there and get it. Now let us see what your unexpected blessing is this week. And we've got Five of Pentacles and the World. Now, Scorpio, this unexpected blessing is happening where you may be feeling the energy of Five of Pentacles. And this is the energy, my dear Scorpios, of feeling out there on your own, unseen, unloved, unsupported. It could have something to do with money and finances. It could have something to do with a particular relationship, or it just could be the energy of feeling lonely and isolated. And these can be really harsh conditions. But my dear Scorpios, this is where your unexpected blessing is coming in. The world tells us that this week there's going to be some kind of closure that comes in here. So remember, we're talking about an unexpected blessing. If you've been struggling with money, perhaps you get offered a part-time job that just helps alleviate everything. Or perhaps you get offered a full-time job with a really great salary. Or perhaps, my dear Scorpios, that business you started on the side makes its few sales. And so you close off this energy of Five of Pentacles and you enter into a new chapter. If you say have been feeling incredibly lonely and isolated, this could be, my dear Scorpios, that out of the blue, a friend from the past phones you up and says, Scorpio, you know, I've moved into your area and I'd love to reconnect. Would you like to go out for dinner? You go out for dinner and unexpectedly, because this is your unexpected blessing, you pick up where you left off and you now have a wonderful new friend in your life. These were simple examples. Something is going to happen that will allow you to close this off and enter, my dear Scorpios, into a far more abundant and prosperous period. Let's move on now and see what the possible ending of the week is. And we've got 3 of Wands and 2 of Swords. This is such good news, Scorpio. This 2 of Swords energy is directly connected to the Moon energy, not seeing your way forward, not wanting to move on, thinking that you're not going to make it, it's just been too long and too hard. And we see that as you move out of this energy, you're going to be able to put the swords down, take the blindfold off, and really embrace what is happening. 3 of Wands confirms for us, my dear Scorpios, you are now in a position where you are bringing in what you want to see and manifest in your life. You are working on all this fast-moving energy. You are working your way out of 5 of Pentacles and embracing this new chapter. And we see you now looking at actual things happening and transpiring in your life. So that tells us by the end of the week, you are already involved and working on all these wonderful energies and possibilities we saw coming in. What a wonderful way to end the week. Right, let's move on now and get a message from your angels for the week. So we just want to see what Scorpio's angels would like to share, please. Listen deeply. My dear Scorpio, this is a beautiful message coming through from your angels. First and foremost, I want you to know that you have a very particular angel working with you this week. And we see that here in this image. They're standing behind you, my dear Scorpios, guiding you, holding you, and protecting you. They want you to listen deeply to what your heart is telling you. Your heart this week is very connected to Spirit and your angels. What your heart calls out for, what your heart is telling you, you need the direction to go. This is what you need to honor this week. Your angels are telling you you're not alone. Even if there are times you might feel alone, you're not, my dear Scorpios. Everything is happening in perfect timing, and you will see how easily it will be to release out of the Hanged Man energy, and things start to feel so much lighter and brighter. And once you release out of 5 of Pentacles, this 2 of Swords automatically releases, and you are able to focus on all this incredible positive energy coming your way. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.